made your drawing. This is mine. I got some texture and whatnot in here, and you saw that. So let's move on to the next thing. My amazing student, we're going to flip the page. And we'll go to this one. This is all about using 1-point perspective to make letters. Each one of these letters has a vanishing point. We're going to draw the lines to it with our ruler and knock this one out. All right, you got this. For vanishing point A, it's right here. We need to make all these corners go to the vanishing point. So, grab my ruler, line it up on the vanishing point. Just put my thing there. Pencil there, corner there, draw lightly. Go to the next corner, draw lightly, 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 go to the next corner, draw lightly. Ta-da! We have an A. That's in perspective. We're going to use the edge of the paper to get a straight line, and then we're going to connect these two diagonal lines, the first two on the left. Then we're going to skip a bunch, and we'll come to the last two on the other side. Use that. And that's going to be the edge of the A. Then we'll use the bottom of our paper. Find that corner edge right there. Ta-da! And draw a straight line up. And then we'll do the same on the other side. Straight line up. And we got ourselves an A in perspective. We find this corner right here that we just made, and use the edge of our paper, the side of it, and draw a straight line over. And now we erase these lines around this A, like so. We put some value in here, like so. And you got yourself a 3D A. The L, same thing, corners to the L, or to the vanishing point. So the corners from the L, lightly, corner from the L. So this corner now to the vanishing point. This corner to the vanishing point. Then we'll take the edge of our paper, figure out how wide we want it, and we'll draw a straight horizontal line. Then we'll find that corner that we just made and use the bottom of our paper to make a straight vertical line. Then we can erase. These lines are coming off the side. Give it some value. Maybe just on the side there. Makes it look like it is floating, a floating L. The T is done for us, so we don't necessarily have to do that. We can do the W, or the E though. E is taking these corners, all of them, to the vanishing point. So, corner to the vanishing point, this 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 one to the vanishing point, this corner back here to the vanishing point. Now some of you would be like, Mr. Matthews, what about this corner and this corner? Well, we don't have to do those, because if we did do those, they just go through the letter. We don't need to draw through the letter. We do need to take these two on the outside to the vanishing point. Whoop. Yeah, thank you. Have a great night. So now that we have this E in its perspective, we'll take the bottom of the paper, find out how wide we want to make this E, like that. I'm going to mark here, then I'm going to skip, I'll mark down here, and I'll skip, I'll mark down here. So it looks like that. So we have the outside edges of the E. We'll do the same with the inside. We'll line it up with the inside, and we'll move it over as far as we think we need it. And then we'll draw a line, and draw a line. And that is the inside of our E. Now what we can do is connect these points. So I'm connecting this edge to that edge with this little straight line on the side. If it doesn't match up, you might have to move your E line, but it should match up. Do the same for this one right here to that one right there. And I'll connect those with a straight line. Whoop. Now I got myself a 3D E. I can erase these lines on the outside. Please pause the video if I'm going too fast. Erase that line, and I got myself an E. Gonna add some value on the inside. This is gonna have shadow. This one's gonna have a shadow. Boom. We got ourselves an E. We can also make this underneath a little bit lighter by hatching to give it some more 3D view of something hanging over. This one wouldn't, because if the light is coming from this way, it'd probably hit there. So we got an E. Let's do the W. W. Point, 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 point. Point is all good to go to the vanishing point. So this corner to the vanishing point. Whoop. This corner to the vanishing point. Whoop. This corner down here to the vanishing point. Whoop. Whoop. This corner to the vanishing point. Woohoo. This one to the vanishing point. Move my ruler a little bit. This point, I don't have to do it to the vanishing point because it'll go through the letter. So I'll go over here to this one, to the vanishing point. This one to the vanishing point, like so. I also said this one needs to go to the vanishing point, and it does. We're just gonna stop. Oh wait, it doesn't. It's gonna go right through the letter. So we're good. Let me just check that. Looks like it should. No, that would be fine. All right, so we need to find the depth of the W. So I'll turn my ruler to the edge or the side of the paper, and I am going to make some lines. I'm gonna make a line right here, here, and here to give me the edge of the W. So 1, 2, 3 lines, like so. Now here is the tricky part for the W. What we have to do now is a new line that we haven't done before. We have to take this inside edge line of with our ruler. So I'm finding that angle. So I'm just gonna line it up with that line. And I'm gonna move it all the way down to this line. And I'm just gonna make a little line right there. And that's gonna give me the back side of the W. Do the same with this one. Get that angle from the front part right here. Just getting that front part W. I'm moving it back to this corner, making that line down. That gives me the edge of the W. Got to do the opposite on this side. Get this line angle, move it back here to this edge, and now I got my W. I can erase these lines. I apologize if I'm going a little fast. It's a Friday evening, and I'm still here at school, and I'd rather not be. But I want to get this done so you have it. So let's get into this. Now, the sun's back here, so maybe this part of the W has all the value. Because it's going to be shadow. That part is sun. Or maybe that's not the sun. Maybe the sun's in the front and this is all bright if we were coloring it. Oh, sorry, I just go a little fast here. It's not looking great. Should take my time, make it look better, because I'm already here. So, let me do that. Why am I working harder? Why not smarter? Use the edge. Mr. Matthews, make those little circles. Get rid of those lines. Easy. It'll go faster. Boom. We got a W. If I want to, I can use hatch marks. Only one side. To give the illusion of more depth. Boom. Giving me space. It's 3D. This one's super easy. It's the same thing. It's just got the lines for you. But I want you, instead of drawing all the lines, I just want you to line it up and get used to not having to draw everything all the way to the vanishing point, because at some point you can figure this out and say, oh, I only need to do the width of it the way I want it to be to give me that illusion of a curve. Like so, okay? something more like that. Yeah, that one goes there. That one also. They don't even have a line there. Oh, that one goes back too. Now you get this, and then you can make a curve however long you want it to be. Go. You got some letters now, and we can put value in. And when we put value in, it makes, oh, we should use that one because they even drew it in, but they didn't give us a spot. Do this one too. So get that edge, value in, start popping it forward. So when you're doing 1-point perspective letters, you definitely want to add value to your artwork because that will give it even more dimension. See how that one pops out, but that one's humdum. But when we add some value to it, you're not seeing parts on the outside of the bee because we made the bee very thick. So you're just gonna see darkness. Darkness. You can also leave this white on the outside of your work and then do the front face or that flat face. And I just noticed that I just freehanded that. If you want to make that same curve, all you have to do is just get this line and go up. Then you can make that line there. You also need to do the back side here. I like to find the last part of the curve right there and then extend it out. And then it's just a quick curve there to give it that illusion of a C turning. So, my friends, this is it. That wasn't the worst. I'm really hoping you did a fantastic job on it because we're going to use this technique in the next thing.